Hey, good morning, Antioch kids. Welcome back to Kids Church Livestream. We're so excited that you're here this morning. And again, we get to be joined with someone who's not me to do worship, which is super exciting. So we've asked Liam to come back and lead us again because we love when Liam leads us. So wherever you are, go ahead and stand up on your feet. Stretch it out. Tell your neighbor to stretch it out. Get your arms going. We're going to get the blood flowing this morning. It's time to praise Jesus. And let me just encourage you guys that while worship is fun, it's also an opportunity for us to give honor and glory to the Lord. So let's do that this morning, all right? Let's toss it over to Liam.
Hey guys.
Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. Reaching beyond the skies, running deep, stretching wide. Perfect love realized here with you. Come on now. Now this love is for real. You will never let go, never let go. Oh, and it's more than just words. Love beyond my control, out of control. Let's up. This is real love. This is real love. Say this is real love. This is real love. Oh. Come on, let's say. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart to the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. This is real love. This is real love. In your heart, I am found. I want you. I want you. You won't let me down. You got me. You got me. No time is for real. You will never let go. Never let go. Oh, and it's more than just words. Love beyond my control. Out of control. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart to the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. This is real love. This is real love. Oh. Come on, y'all. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart till the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. So this is real love. This is real love. Oh. Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. 1, 2, 3, jump! This is real love. This is real love. This is real love. This is real love. Oh. One more time, we say. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart to the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. This is real love. This is real love. This is real love. When night has fallen, when fear is coming, still you're calling me. When faith is lost and my hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving up, 'cause you won't give up on give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking down like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. No, I feel it breaking out, breaking out. Hey, your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. No, I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. Oh, oh, in my
Awesome. Thank you, Liam. We appreciate you and all the ways that you love on our kids and you lead us in worship today. That was so good, wasn't it? Let's take a deep breath. Blow it out. All right, let's sit. It's time for story time. Here's the front of my book, just in case you guys were wondering. It's called The Story for Children, which is perfect because we're children and we want to know the story. So we just finished Joseph. We did 2 weeks on Joseph, and now we are going to start reading about Moses. Moses comes next. He's in the book of Exodus, which is the book that comes after Genesis in the Bible. So it's not the first book, but it's the second book. And we're going to start reading about Moses, and Moses actually goes for a couple of weeks. So we're going to be hearing about Moses for a while now, all right? So as always, when we start a new one, there's no pages, or there's no pictures on it. So I'm just going to read it to you, all right? It says, when Jacob moved his family from Canaan to live with Joseph in Egypt, they were a clan of 70 people. For hundreds of years, God's people lived peacefully and safely in Egypt, and their numbers grew. But then a new Pharaoh took over. He was afraid of God's people because their commitment to God was strong, and they had become a powerful nation, just as God had promised. So the king of Egypt forced them to work as his slaves. But God had a plan. He wasn't going to allow his people to be slaves forever. God would lead them to the land he had promised. But first, God had to find a leader to guide his people into freedom. All right, here we go. Can you guys see that all right? I can't hear you if you said yes or no. It says, Moses becomes a leader. A Hebrew woman named Jochebed gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Pharaoh wanted all the Hebrew baby boys killed, so she hid her precious child to keep him safe. Please, God, help save my son, she prayed. She placed the baby in a basket and floated it in the Nile River. Miriam, the baby's sister, watched from a distance. When Pharaoh's daughter came to the river to bathe, she spotted the basket in the reeds. Poor child, said the princess. He is a Hebrew baby. I will keep him as my own and call him Moses, because I brought him out of the water. Moses became the son of the princess. He grew up in the palace in Egypt. But when Pharaoh tried to kill him for harming an Egyptian, Moses ran away to the desert. All right, so you guys see that? There's Pharaoh's daughter finding Moses in the reeds. All right, next page. All right, it says, Moses lived in the desert of Midian for many years. One day on Mount Horeb, the mountain of God, Moses noticed a bush covered in flames. He wondered, why isn't this bush burning up? Suddenly a voice boomed out of the flames. Moses, Moses, do not come any closer. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I have heard the cries of my people. I am going to rescue them. Go back to Egypt. Tell Pharaoh to let my people go. Moses was shaking. No, Lord, not me. Who am I to talk to Pharaoh? Send somebody else. I will be with you, Moses. Here is a sign to show that I sent you. Throw your staff on the ground, and it will turn into a snake. Moses did as God instructed, and a snake slithered on the ground where the staff had been. Moses grabbed the snake's tail, and it turned into a staff again. Moses saw God's power. Now Moses was ready to lead God's people. Do you see the bush is not burning, but it's on fire? This is so important because Moses doubts that he is capable of doing what God has asked him to do. And God reaffirms Moses and tells him that he is the person to do this. In fact, if you read the story in the book of Exodus, there's a little bit of a dialogue back and forth. But Moses sees God's power in this moment. And it says now Moses is ready to go and lead God's people. I think sometimes when we're afraid, or we don't feel like we can do what God has asked us to do, it's important that we just lean into a conversation with God and we let him speak to us and tell us what it is that he's gifted us to do and encourage us to go back out and do that. So I want to encourage you this week to spend some time with the Lord, to read this, the beginning of Moses' story in the book of Exodus, and we will see you guys next week.
Let the